In this video we're going to divide by a single digit, so we'll do these 3 pages. Here's page 1, and then page 2, and page 3. So let's start with page 1 and write down the answer to 8 divided by 1. What's 8 divided by 1? And again, you might remember the trick is, well, it's kind of like saying, you know, 1 multiplied by what would give you 8, you know? So 8 divided by 1 is, well, 1 multiplied by what? 8? So 8 divided by 1 would be 8, right? So just for fun, 3 divided by 0. What's 3 divided by 0? And what's 0 divided by 3? Write down the answers to these guys. Okay, so this one is saying what? It's saying 0 times what gives 3, right? Where this one is saying 3 times what gives 0. So, what's the answers? Well, this one, 3 times 0 gives 0. So the answer here is 0. Or you could think, look, $0 split among 3 people, each person gets $0. Whereas this one, 0 times what gives 3? There is no number that'll work there, is there? 0 times what gives 3? Can't think of anything. So no number is the answer. There is no answer. No number. Or no real number. Okay. So let's have a look at 2 into 648. You know, we could do it kind of a long way here, because well, I guess which way should we do first? Let's do the short way first. The short way is you just first go 2 into 6 goes how many times? 3 times, and you put 3 up here, right? Then you go 2 into 4 goes how many times? 2 into 4 goes twice. And 2 into 8, 4 times. And the answer suddenly becomes 324, right? And of course, you know, once again, this is our units, tens and hundreds. But what we've really done is when we went 2 into 6, that was actually 2 into 600. And the answer was 300. So, I mean, if we had written it out like this, we would have said 2 into 600 goes 300 times. Okay? 300 times 2 would give 600. And then we went 2 into 40. When we said 2 into 4 goes twice, it was actually 2 into 40. And that is 20, right? Because 20 times 2 gives 40. And then at the end it was just units. So we said 2 into 8 goes 4 times, or 4 times 2 would give 8. So we got 300 plus 20 plus 4, which of course is in fact 324. Alright, so just so you can see what you're doing, you've got hundreds and then tens and then units. But this is what you're actually doing. But it's kind of nice with decimal notation that we don't have to write it out this way. It'll be a little bit longer to do it this way, wouldn't it? So let's go to page 2 and look at 3 into 588. Okay, so you might be aware of this. If you went to 3 into 5, you would just start with 3. And so write it down first anyway. Write it down, and then you would go 3 into 5 goes 1 time. Remainder 2. Did you ever see that before? Because, you know, so 3 into 5 would be once, remainder 2, and then you put the 2 here, and then you go 3 into 28 goes how many times? Well, what's 3 times 9? 3 times 9 is 27. So 3 into 28 goes 9 times, remainder 1, and you put the 1 here, see that? And now you have 3 into 18. What's 3 into 18? 3 into 18? 6 times. So the answer is 196. Now, looking at what we really did is we started off, when we said 3 into 5, that was actually 500. Okay, because we actually have hundreds, tens, and units, right? So we said 3 into 500. And the answer was, well, 3 into 500 goes one time. But this is in the hundreds. It's actually 100 was the answer really there. Okay. Now 100 times 3 is 300, and I guess you could put down here 300, subtract that, and you get 200. And in fact, we so now we have to go 3 into 200 plus 80. So we actually, when we put a 2 up here, that was actually 280. So when we thought it was 3 into 28, that was actually 280, right? So 3 into 280, well, the answer, well, we said it's just 9. Well, this 9 here is a 10, so this is actually 90. So it's actually 90 times, right? And 90 times 3 is 270. And then we actually subtracted 280 minus 270 was 10. And we put that 10 with the 8 to get 18. See? And then we went 3 into 18 goes 6 times. So this is actually what we did, right? Now, if you were to write all this out like that, it's very clear. You know, you can do it, but it's so much handier with decimal notation just to do it this way. And just imagine this is just 5, not 500. Because if you, well, so, but anyway, it's just, I think it's kind of nice to see, just so you can see exactly what's going on with the hundreds, the tens, and the units, right? So, and of course, 100 plus 90 plus 6, that is 196. So now how about 2 into 5,728? You would just simply start and go 2 into 5. What's 2 into 5? 2 to 5 goes twice. Now 2 2s is 4, right? 5 minus 4 is 1, so we have remainder 1. What's 2 into 17? Well, 2 times 8 is, what's 2 times 8? 2 times 8 is 16, so 2 into 17 goes 8 times, and 17 minus 16 is 1, so we have remainder 1 again. Now what's 2 into 12? 6, and then 2 into 8, 4. So 2,864 is the answer. And just to really quickly show what happened there, we started not with 2 into 5, but 2 into 5,000. 5,000 divided by 2, well, like, well, we said, you know, evenly, in as regards thousands, we said, well, the answer would be 2,000, right? 2,000 times 2 is 4,000. Subtract that, we have 1,000. And we add this 1,000 to 700 to get 1,700. So this wasn't just 17, it was actually 1,700. And then to the nearest 100, like 2 into 1,700 to the nearest 100 is 1,600. So, or in other words, 800 times 2 gives 1,600. Subtract that, we have 100. And then we add the 100 here, that's 120. And 200 into that goes 60 times 120. Subtract remainder 0. And then just 2 into 8 goes 4 times. And so in any case, we get 2,864. But this is what really happened while we were doing it nice shorthand way here. So, but it's just nice. I think it's just nice to see what you're actually doing. Okay, so let's just do these without just the short way. So 3 into 5,400. Well, let's start off with 3 into 5. Goes one time. What's the remainder? Remainder 2. What's 3 into 24? 8 times? Now, how do you do 3 into 0? Or is the answer just 18? Right? Well, you go 3 into 0 goes 0 times. And then 3 into this 0, 0 times. So the answer is 1,800. And this is correct because if you were to check it, you see 1,800 times 3 should give 5,400. So 1,800 times 3 should give 5,400. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 8, 24. Carry 2. 3 times 1 is 3 and 2 is 5. So it's definitely 1800. So if you want to check any of these, just multiply this times this, right? So go ahead and do this one yourself. Press pause and try this on your own and see what you get. So press pause and do this one by yourself and then check the video. Okay, I hope you press pause. I'm going to do it now. 8 into 5 won't go, but 8 into 56, 7 times. Evenly. 8 into 0, 0 times. 8 into 0, 0 times. 8 into 8, 1 time. 7,001. 7,001. Okay. So press pause and do this one, and then check the video, see if you get the right answer. 7 into 273,028. So 7 into 27. So press pause and do it yourself, see how you get on. Okay, I'll do it now. 7 into 27. Well, 3 sevens is 21, so we'll say 3 times. Now 27 minus 21 leaves us with 6, so remainder 6. 7 into 63. How many times? 9 times, right? 7 into 0, 0 times. 7 into 2, 0 times. Remainder 2. See that? 7 into 28, 4 times. So 39,004.